What you want to go to? Level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4, level 5. You want to go into this world, huh? This the world you want to go in? Or you want to stay up here? You want to go down here? Or you want to stay up here? Huh? Yeah, you gonna wanna share this one. We finna blast off. You gonna wanna share this one. I'm letting you know right now. I'm letting you know right now where we finna take it. We finna take it there. We finna take it there. Ooh. Peace and love to the prophet. Happy holy day. Yeah. Yeah. Straight to it. Straight to it. No hesitation. Listen, you want to take it there? They said they wanted to take it there. They said, Kush, man, we want you to take it there. So we finna take it all the way there then. You gonna want to share this beam out. Shout out to Devontae on the track. You gonna want to share this beam out, Moors. Peace and love to all y'all Muslims, all y'all Asiatics, all y'all critical thinkers that's out there. Much love to all y'all out there for tuning in. And the ones that will tune in. Y'all know it's our time right now. It's our time right now. Don't fall for the distractions. Don't fall for the illusions. Don't fall for people out here trying to pull you in to the group mind, the group way of thinking, the ones that's in perversion, the ones that's locked into the circus. Don't fall for the booby traps. It's a whole lot of booby traps that they throwing out. They throwing the kitchen sink right now at the population. Don't fall for the traps. Don't fall for the booby traps. Shout out to all the ones that's tuning in for the first time right now. You know the rack up in here. Chicago, South Side, East Side crazy, out west with it, up north with it. Shout out to the Four Corner Hustlers. Shout out to the BDs. Shout out to the GDs. Shout out to the Blackstones. Yeah. Shout out to the Latin Kings. Yeah. Shout out to all y'all out there. All the Bloods, all the Crips, whatever set you bang with. It's all about the rise of the Moors, though. That's what it's about. Whatever set you with, it's all about the upliftment of us, the Moors, fallen humanity. Get that energy up. Let me know where y'all tuning in from. You know what I'm saying? Or are you one of them people that's just looking at this style right here as this just entertainment? Is this just entertainment for you? Because this ain't all about just entertainment. This all about uplifting fallen humanity, fam. That's what this right here is about. See, once they get this frequency pushing out there, that the Moorish woman is the one that's holding that lamp of illumination, and the Moorish man is the one that's uplifting the woman, then they gonna get it together. See. But see, you talking about going past level 1, though. You talking about getting out of level 1. See, level 1, from the book, nothing is true. Everything is a lie. Share this out. Level 1 is the stuff that they talking about, you know, red pill, FEMA camps, and war on drugs, adrenochrome. See, all this stuff right here is just level 1. You know, Hollywood and the occults and all that in Hollywood. What's going pretty much on right now on TV is level 1 stuff. Then if you want to go a little further, because the Great Awakening is on, the Great Meeting is on. When you want to go a little further, you're going to start coming down that iceberg. Then you're going to come down here. See? You're going to come down here to this right here. Then you're going to start getting into secret alliances. Tesla, Area 51. Then you're going to start getting into the reptilians and the Dracos and all that. Then you're going to start getting into the secret space program alliances, CERN and all this type of stuff. You You know, the Stargate portals and all that. Mars got a slave colony and all that. The Vatican, what they doing? You know, the grade. Then you gonna come down here, level 3. Now you start getting into some kind of deeper. We talking about higher mind stuff. We talking about aura stuff. We talking about past life progressions, channeling energy, astro traveling, meditation, holistic healing. You feel me? We talking about real 3D, 5D, 7D. This is the stuff that we supposed to be getting into. Spirit guides, level 4. Now you starting to get into telekinesis. You starting to get into that enlightenment. You started, shout out to the UK. You starting to get into telepathy, the law of attraction, the higher realm. See, we starting to get past the tip of the iceberg now. You going down. You going down to level 5 now. See, nah. You starting to get to where it's really at. You starting to connect back to the source. You starting to get back to the mystery of universal creation. You feel me? Now you starting to get into love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice, what the Prophet Noble Drew Ali was talking about. And guess what, though? Once you start studying what the Prophet Noble Drew Ali brought back to humanity, because Noble Drew Ali, contrary to popular belief, he was a universal prophet. He was out here teaching for humanity, but he said he came to the Moors because we needed him the most. We need Noble Drew Ali the most. And look at the conditions in society right now. Look at y'all outside like I'm outside. You see the conditions in society? Toe off. It's toe off outside. Speaking of being toe off outside, look at this. Look at this. Let me read y'all something real quick from the book. Nothing is true. Everything is a lie. Check this out. Y'all want to go stand level 1? Or you want to come down here to level 5? Which one you want to stay in? Let me just share this with y'all real quick. Islam. There is no such thing as an independent press. There is not one of you who dares to write your honest opinions. And if you did, you know beforehand that it would never appear in print. I am paid weekly for keeping my honest opinion out of the paper I am connected with, and any of you would be so foolish as to write honest opinions would be put out on the streets looking for another job. If I allow my honest opinions to appear in one issue of my paper, before 24 hours, my occupation would be gone. Damn. The business of the journalist is to destroy the truth, to lie outright, to pervert, to vilify, to fawn at the feet of Mammon, and to sell his country and his race for his daily bread. We are the tools and vassals of rich men behind the scenes. We are the jumping jacks. They pull the strings and we dance. One more time for the people in the back. We are the jumping jacks. They pull the strings and we dance. They talking about the journalists. Our talents, our possibilities, and our lives are all the property of other men. We are intellectual prostitutes. That's John Swinton, 1880. Time machine, reference point. Look up John Swinton. He said they was intellectual prostitutes. They all paid for, bought off. All of them. This is why when you say, well, I got my information from a credible source that wrote something, who they work for? Do they work for a corporation or do they work for themselves? Because chances are, if they working for a corporation, they going to keep you at level 1. They going to keep you up here. They going to keep you talking about the diddler. They going to keep you out here talking about chemtrails. They're not going to dive deep past level 1. They going to keep you at the tip of the top of the iceberg. That's where they going to keep you at because they already paid off. Anybody out here talking that same old, They ain't not talking about level 2, 3, 4, or 5. They not doing that. And ain't it crazy on this picture right here? You see how it's 5 levels? But you look at the same Moorish star right here, and you see it's 5 points. 5 points of the star representing Venus. These are the conversations that we need to stop talking about. Level 5. This is what we talking about. This is what Noble Drew Ali brought back to us. He brought all this stuff back to us so we could use the information, cross-examine the information, and take it and exercise constitutional law in real time. You don't got time to go get a book. You don't got time to go ask somebody all the time. No, you got to stay in the lab, in the war room, the think tank. When you ready, the master will appear. You are the one who are, you Neo, you Trinity, you Morpheus. You got to realize that now, because they want to keep us, their job, as intellectual prostitutes, as educated fools. They know if they tell the truth as an honest journalist, they know they're going to get fired. They know if they don't work for themselves, they will be terminated at the end of that day. If they working for CNN, NBC, any big corporation. You wrote what? Hey, get them up out of here. They gone. This is why you got to be a critical thinker, an independent thinker. You have to be a seeker of the truth, because the truth is the only thing that's going to set us free. Watch this right here. Watch this right here. Look. Let me show y'all something. Look at this. Let me show y'all something. But instead of people out here actively seeking the truth, though, they talk it. They talk it like, yeah, I want the truth. Then you show them the truth, and then they defense mechanism activate. They shields go up. They don't really want the truth. They don't really want the truth. They want to stay in whatever comfortable reality of delusion that they living in. They want to play the skin game. They want to listen to Trump and Kamala. They think that this whole thing is set up for this system. They say the system. They don't realize the name of the system has many names. The system, quote unquote, has many names. It's called Unum Sanctum Operations or Unum Sanctum Alliance. This is what the USA stands for. Unum Sanctum Alliance. It does not stand for a so-called country. The word democracy is not in the Constitution one time. But you ask the people on the streets, hey, you ask them, hey, what's the 3 branches of government? They gonna do this, or they gonna be like, they're gonna look up in the sky like something over there, like it's an answer over there in the corner of the room or something. And they're gonna tell you they don't know. Or they're going to tell you, this is a democracy. I have to fight for the democracy. That's what my vote is for. Pick up the book, Word Magic. Pick up this book right here. Pick up this. You need to get this right here. This is a republic. The Americas was founded on a republic form of government. It's not founded on a democracy. No founding father who knew law said this is a democracy. Nobody did that. Pick up this book right here. Then when you done with that book, snatch this book up right here. Fruit from a Poisonous Tree. People out here swear they free. Let me ask you a question. Freedom means non-restraint. That's what freedom means. So let me ask you a question. In the law book, if you looked up the word license, you want to do it together in real time real quick? License. Look. Let's look up the word license. Black's Law Dictionary. You know, these people that swear they educated. They don't never bring law books out. They just talk about the justice system. They don't bring, how you talking about the justice system, but you never crack open the law book? Make it make sense. So we going to do it together, because it's always each one teach one. I learn from y'all, y'all learn from me. We keep it in the family. Look, so let's look up the word license. Look at this. Now keep in mind, these ain't my words. These ain't my words. What that say right there? These ain't my words. What it say? License, certificate, or the document itself, which gives permission. But if you really have freedom, why would you need a certificate or a document that gives you permission? If life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness is in the Constitution, why would you need a document that says you need this to do what you gonna do? A license to drive, a permit to build a house, a license to go hunting, a license to carry a firearm. Why would you need a license if you really had freedom? This is what they don't show. They just put these educated idiots on these podcasts, these educated idiots that be talking with these crazy numbers on their podcasts. But what laws can they really show or quote in real time? They don't quote none. They just talk about the law. We need to change the laws. We need to change the Constitution. Really? This word right here ain't even mentioned in the Constitution. Did you know that? They not going to tell you that. I'm going to show it to you, though. And Moors that's upright, independent, and fearless going to show it to you. We not going to hide the books. We not going to hide the information. We don't gatekeep. We going to show you what it is. And then from there, then you take it and you do your own research with it. So when they was doing this whole scamdemic, cause what's up, Che? When they was doing this whole scamdemic, did they show this right here? Did they show this? That they want you to put a foreign substance in our bodies without our consent. So let's look at something. See, that right there is this right here. Look at this. Hold up. Turn me up. Turn me up. Turn me up. That right there is level 1. Y'all thought that the scamdemic was really something? Y'all thought that was really something? Y'all think that these shootings, these crisis actors, do you know, fam, do you know that the majority of these crises that be happening, fam, all you gotta do is look this up yourself. Real shit. Look it up yourself. There's jobs that are called crisis actors. These people get paid to act like a crisis happened. This is real life though. This is how wild it is. Anytime there's like a situation, a crisis has happened, you need to look up this stuff for real, because it's the knowledge that's gonna get us to level up and get past this level right here. We gotta get off the tip of the iceberg. All right. We have to get off the first level, fam. And we can do it because we're doing this shit right now. This is what this is about. This ain't about me. This is about us uplifting our own selves higher. The tip of the iceberg is that I'm talking about, we need to save the children, the 6 corporations that own the media, the surveillances, fam. All that's for the sheep. It's information, it's good, but it's not going to deeper levels. Like, don't you want to start going to level 2, 3, 4, and 5? Like, we got to get off the tip of the iceberg, fam. It's about that time now. We know that they doing mind control with TV. We know that the Dittler and Epstein Island, we know that already. That's just stuff for them. They want us to see that type of stuff. Why? Because it's going to keep us out of level 2, 3, 4, and 5. They don't want the population to think like that. They want the population to be dumb, deaf, and blind. They want the population not to ask no questions and say, hey, why is there a job called a crisis actor where they pay people to pretend, put makeup on, act like blood coming out of them? They missing a limb. I'm talking about special effects. Why is there a job that somebody could get hired for to play that part? Why is all these people that so-called unalive themselves? Why come to find out on receipts that these people are crisis actors? You can't believe nothing on TV like that. Nothing. Look at this right here. I'm gonna show y'all something. It's finna blow your mind. Look. Then they out here talking about, oh, we need to vote for the president. Fam, have you read the Constitution? Where it speaks on that? Look at this right here. Let me just show you this real quick. We talking about fascinating facts. Hold up. We just talking about fascinating facts, right? Look, that's all we talking about. We just talking about fascinating facts about this. Because keep in mind, the Prophet Noble Drew Ali, he told us we got to come back to our constitutional form of government. This is what he told us. Are they teaching the Constitution in schools? Hell no. Why would they do that? Because this right here is the power. Once you know the supreme law of the land is the U.S. Constitution for the Republic, now you got firepower. Now they can't finesse you. Now they can't tell you, hey, look here. I need you to stick your arm out. And I need you to take this injection, this inoculation inside your body. I need you to take that. What? You could bug up and say, nah, I'm not taking that because that's a violation of my Bill of Rights, my human rights. Look at this right quick. Look at it. Let me just show y'all this real quick. This shit finna blow your mind. Look. Let's go right here. Turn me up, man. Look at this. This is Article 2, Clause 3. You see this? When they talking about, I'm going to vote for the Trump or I'm going to vote for Kamala. You going to vote for Trump or Kamala? Are you serious? Hold up. It say, the electors shall meet in their respective states and vote by ballot for 2 persons, of whom one at least shall not be an inhabitant of the same state with themselves. And they shall make a list of all the persons voted for, and of the number of votes for each, which list they shall sign and certify and transmit sealed to the seat of the government of the United States, directed to the president of the Senate. Yeah, none of the people who think that they vote count actually counts. Your vote don't count. None of your votes count. My vote don't count. Your vote does not count. Why doesn't it count, Kush? Because this right here. Because the word democracy does not appear once in the Constitution. Oh my God. Y'all. What? But you think that you fighting for democracy. You fighting to keep yourself in bondage. Hey, the truth is stranger than fiction. So when you start hearing this information, if you're not open to going deeper into the iceberg, lower levels, you're going to get stuck up here. You're going to get stuck in mass confusion at the tip of the iceberg. You're going to be sucked into the fake news media. You're going to be worried about, I need to buy me some Chanel and Birkin bag and Gucci. I need to find me a man that's going to pay for me and put me on a pedestal. I need to find me a chick that's going to do everything I tell her to do. You're stuck in delusion, illusion. You're in the mind state that the so-called elite want you to be in. They want you under mind control. They want you to stay like that because you could be controlled like that. When you're like that, you're not a critical thinker. Let me show you exactly what I mean. Have y'all ever seen this science project? Watch this, fam. This shit are gonna blow your mind. Watch how easily people could be manipulated. Watch this. Let me fast forward this. Look at this.
influencers to see if they would buy their very affordable shoes if they...
Let me show you this real quick. Watch this, fam. Watch this. Why? See, people don't want to go down to these levels right here. You know what? You know what's keeping a lot of millions of people from diving deeper on the iceberg? What's stopping a lot of people from going diving deeper in the iceberg is they're stuck on what the news is telling them, what they so-called educated people is telling them. Watch this.
They thought they were from a high-end brand. Watch. Watch these fashion lovers in a mad dash to go after these sleek-looking shoes.
Very, European, very, upscale.
For me to experience this as an Italian designer is amazing.
I could definitely wear this to like a Met Gala dinner.
They're willing to pay top dollar.
I would pay 400, 500. Yeah, people are gonna be like, where'd you get those? Those are amazing.
The only problem, this posh shoe boutique, Palessi,
welcome to Palessi,
doesn't exist. It's really a provocative social experiment by discount shoemaker Payless.
We built a fake luxury store.
This posh shoe boutique, Palessi,
welcome to Palessi,
doesn't exist. It's really a provocative social experiment by discount.
It's a what? It's a provocative social experiment. These people don't even realize that they're in an experiment. They're the guinea pigs. Yo, they're the guinea pigs. They thinking that they going to some plush, lavish store and they really going to pay less. See, this is the stuff, the distractions, the chasing for material, the illusion of wealth that keep people in level one instead of diving deeper into the whole iceberg where they really need to start learning themselves and knowing themselves. But nah, you want to go to Palessi. Okay, what's in Palessi, aka Payless? What's in there?
Shoemaker Payless.
We built a fake luxury store, filled it with avant-garde sculptures and displays. We even hired a full team of sales associates. Then we filled all the shelves with Payless shoes.
This was a record opening store for all of Payless history.
Turns out it was so convincing that these online fashion influencers were sold on the craftsmanship and looks of these hot shoes.
They're elegant, sophisticated.
Watch this.
So classy.
And were shocked when they learned that shoes they would pay as much as $645 for, like these, were really just $35.
These are actually from Payless.
You've got to be kidding me.
Nah.
Are you serious?
The unsuspecting shoppers received full refunds, plus got the shoes for free. Payless tells us they simply wanted to change people's perceptions about what luxury should cost.
What?
The unsuspecting shoppers received full refunds, plus got the shoes for free. Payless tells us they simply wanted to change people's perceptions about what luxury should cost.
What it say? What it say though? They want to change people's perceptions. Oh my God. They want to change your perception of what you think luxury is to what it really should cost. No different. I know y'all seen them. I know y'all seen them videos floating around. I know y'all didn't peep gang. Hold up. Gotta roll your sleeves up on this one. Y'all. I know y'all didn't seen them videos, fam, where the dude was exposing. Who was it? Gucci? It was Gucci. Gucci is selling merch for like 4, 5, 10 times how much it's really worth. Whole time you really buying something that's $35, but they charging you 10 times higher than what it really is. So, fam, the knockoffs. Hold up, wait. Let me put it exactly right. The so-called designer is really the knockoffs. The knockoffs are the designers. You're paying for a name 10 times higher than what they even created that merch for. Oh my God. Just to say that you got a knockoff. Your designer is a knockoff, but you paying for a name because you think that the knockoff ain't the same quality as the designer. Yo, this shit is insane, fam. But that's where they want to keep the population. They want to keep the population stuck on level 0. It ain't even level 1. It's level 0. Level 0. But if you do get to level 1, then we need to talk about the celebrities, the flat earth. We need to talk about, the engineered diseases, the crisis actors. We need to talk about the Jesuits. Yeah, we need to talk about that. Yeah, but it's about time now to graduate to level 2, 3, 4, and 5, fam. Because you're not going to do it watching TV. You got to turn the TV off sometime, and you got to actually explore the world, and you got to do some critical thinking out here. All right. Because if you just got the TV on and you like, I'm just going to get my information off CNN. They're going to tell me everything. You're not using critical thinking. You're a guinea pig for them. They love people like you because you're not trying to improve your learning, your problem solving. Arguing, trying to go online, trying to find the chick online, talking about, hey, let me get her Addy. Fam, she's selling herself online. You trying to simp and get her Addy online. What are you doing? What are you doing, fam? This is the type of division. If you see somebody online that's selling themselves, let me just give y'all the illustration. This is how insane and how the so-called elites, they want society to be. They want society to be infatuated with themselves. And if you read the so-called good book, the Bible, which is a science book, is telling you in the last so-called days, what? People are going to become lovers of themselves. Is or is it not happening right in front of your eyeballs? It's happening. People have become lovers of themselves. They don't care about nothing. If you constantly got to tell somebody that you beautiful and you gorgeous, you got some kind of unhealed issues inside yourself. If you constantly got to seek validation and reassurance, I'm so beautiful, I'm gorgeous. You got some kind of, you must not be. Because somebody who really is beautiful, gorgeous, and they spiritually divine and awakened, you don't really got to embellish on that. It's just going to be what it be. And people around you, they just going to know that. And they not really going to try to gas you up and tell you all this. You don't got to gas nobody up doing all this extra promotion about yourself. It is what it is. It's going to be felt. It's going to be seen. It's going to be embraced because you really being 100. You ain't, I'm beautiful. I'm gorgeous. I'm a spiritual warrior. Nah, if you really that, you don't even need no label. People gonna know how you coming based off how you is. You don't gotta do all that extra promotion and all that. You know what I'm saying? That's what's gonna keep people in this right here. Level 1. Let's see. Nah, you wanna get level 2? You wanna open up them Stargate portals? You wanna get there? You wanna talk about the Antarctica pyramids? Huh? You wanna talk about Atlantis and Mu? Hold up. Nah, see, you don't wanna hold up. See, you don't wanna talk about the pyramids and Atlantis. You don't wanna talk about the pyramids are Moorish artifacts. And actually, the pyramids can be found in Antarctica. You don't want, you too busy wrapped up in Hollywood and the Diddler and Epstein and who broke up, who made up and broke up, who did the make up, the breakup. See, you wrapped up in the Hollywood. You're not thinking about these type of energy frequencies and vibrations. You don't want to get into that. You don't want to start talking about that. Look, do you really want to start talking about that? Like, do you really want to start talking about the lost civilization of Lemuria? Now, do you really want to get into that? Do you really want to get into it? Well, we start talking about the advanced civilization of prehistoric America. Hold up. See, now you starting to go lower on the iceberg. When you start getting into this, you going lower, but you're actually going higher in yourself because you're starting to remember. You starting to put stuff together. You starting to put them pieces. And now you starting to problem solve and heal thyself. You're not looking to heal the outside world. The first world is yourself. Don't you know that you got the whole universe inside you right now? The universe is not outside of you. The first universe is you. Once you go into your universe, which is self, then you start to understand the outer universe. But see, I'm not even going to bring none of this up. Because a lot of people, they just want to stay here. They want to be wrapped up in what's on TV. They want to be wrapped up in what artist is putting out new music. When the football game coming on? When the baseball game coming on? Do you really want to get into the lost kingdoms of the Adena, Hopewell, the Mississippians? Do you really want to get into the Anasazi? Nah, you don't want to get into that. You don't want to get into that. Do you want to get into the ancient language of sacred sound? The acoustic science of the divine? Do you want to get into that? You want to get into that? Do you really want to start tapping in to the pyramids being over here in Lemuria and Antarctica and Atlantis? The whole time, the Prophet Noble Drali said that Atlantis will rise again. And he also said, though I'm paraphrasing, that the worst fool is the educated fool. And how many so-called educated PhDs got podcasts, or they be doing whatever they be doing, and the only thing they out here is regurgitate nonsense? How come they not gonna show you no evidence? How come they not gonna show you nothing like this? Huh? How come they not gonna show you nothing like this? When you talking about the so-called blue people? Nah, see, cuz you going too far. You going too far, G. You going too far, see. They want you to stay. They don't want to go to level 2, 3, 4, and 5. They want you to stay up here, G. They want you to stay up here. They want you arguing about social media. They want you arguing about stuff like that. Divide. They want us to stay up here. Don't you see that? Because if they got us up here, we never start analyzing history. See, once you start looking at history, not just from a microscopic view, but a world universal view, then you can start looking at things that's macro and micro. But you start breaking down bits and pieces. The Montauk Book of the Living. You know who this is right here? You know what this is? Hold up. Do you have any idea who that is? Fam, do you know who that is? When they start talking about the blue race, the blue people, hold up, see, this picture right here, this is inspired rendition of Queen Antonia of Atlantis. She's the mother of the blue race, who gave mankind wisdom and sustenance through the gift of the olive tree. Oh, you talking about the ancient blue race. The artifacts of history point to a mysterious blue race, which founded the Egyptian culture and honored the feminine principle through the star Sirius, which was known as the star of woman. The descendants of these people are the Tuareg, or the blue people, who reside in one of the most mysterious and intriguing strongholds left on Earth, the Agar Mountains in southern Algeria. A few things pop into mind off GP. A few things like the Avatar. When you seen the Avatar, what was their complexion? Bluish. Wait a minute. The Avatar was bluish. Who are they emulating? Then you say, wait a minute. You talking about the trees in the first Avatar. But now we getting out of level 1 right now. See, now we starting to go deeper diving into the iceberg. We going levels down now. But keep in mind, going levels down means that we're going levels up, because it's as above, so below. As below, so above. Now we starting to go into the principle of correspondence. We're starting to vibrate on these different higher frequencies though. So what's down is up and what's up is down. What's out is in and what's in is actually out at the same time though. See, all these things are happening simultaneously though, but they want to keep us in level 1, locked into propaganda, locked into Hollywood, locked into what these celebrities is up to, locked in to the football and the baseball games, locked into betting online. Did you play your parlay? Did you place your parlay? Did you place that? Oh, did you put your money into crypto? You notice how all of these so-called crypto places, they ain't doing a whole lot of promotion no more like they was on before. You noticed that, right? They got real low. They ain't really promoting that crypto no more. Why not? It was a buzz before. Like, we gotta start talking about crypto. They done got real quiet now, because the US so-called dollar is crashing around the planet. The planet. Y'all heard about what they talking about doing out there October 1st? Y'all heard about that, right? Huh? Hold up. Y'all heard about what they talking about doing out there? Or is you caught up in a social experiment? Let me show you something. Did y'all hear about what they was doing out there? Hold up. Let me pull this up for you. In case you didn't hear about this. Check it out.
The impact the ports along the East Coast and a Gulf Coast could force those costs higher for businesses and consumers. Consider this. East Coast and Gulf Coast ports handle roughly 43% of all U.S. imports. The top commodities impacted include autos and car parts. For consumers, a strike could mean higher shipping costs when prices are already elevated from the conflict in the Red Sea. Shipping costs currently 162% higher than they were just 1 year ago, and a strike could force them even higher. Business groups, as you can imagine, are very concerned. The National Retail Federation sent a letter to President Biden yesterday, signed by 177 business groups. They write this, quote, "It is imperative that the administration engage with the parties. A strike at this point in time would have a devastating impact on the economy, especially as inflation is off. And a strike now that would impact the ports along the East Coast and..."
Yeah, right there. Hey. Barely anyone talking about the fact that nearly half of America's seaport workers are planning to go on strike on October 1st. America's economy would lose $5 billion per day. Oil, medicines, food would drop in days, leading to chaos. You see, this is what they're doing. They're manipulating the economy that they control. It's all a game. You understand? It's all a game. The thing that people have to realize, if they start using, when people start, I ain't gonna say if, I'm gonna say when people stop subscribing to the scandal. If you stop subscribing, giving your energy to the propaganda, then you're gonna start critical thinking, and then you're gonna see what's up. But you gotta use both sides of your brain though. You got to unify your own brain first before you talking about unifying with somebody else. Your own mind got to unify. You got to stop participating. When they like, well, we need to protect the democracy. That's level 1. I hope they listening. I really do hope people start listening. Because, because they out here like this too, though, more. Look. They out here like this. Look. This what they on.
U.S. there's 11.
Let me show y'all something. Let me show y'all something that's keeping people behind. You know that eating McDonald's is some of the worst that you can eat. You know that already. But maybe showing you it, maybe it'll help. Let's see. Let me show you.
Ingredients. In the UK, there's 3, and salt is optional. An ingredient called dimethylpolysiloxane is an ingredient preserved with formaldehyde, a neurotoxin, in the US version. This is used as a foaming agent so they don't have to replace the oil that often, making McDonald's more money here in the United States. But they don't do that across the pond. This is Skittles. Notice the long list of ingredient differences. 10 artificial dyes in the US version and titanium dioxide. This ingredient is banned in Europe because it can cause DNA damage. Artificial dyes are made from petroleum and products.
She said these chemicals in Skittles can cause DNA. What? It causes your DNA to be deformed. We talking about Skittles. What else you think they out here putting into the so-called food? Fam, they are trying to destroy you. Destroy us. This is what their agenda is, fam. They not playing around. They're not playing around, fam. So you better get hip to what's really going on, because these people is dark. They wicked. They don't care about humanity. Chemical warfare. They not playing. They doing psychological warfare. They doing guinea pig trials on the population. If you don't start unifying with people that's like-minded, that's actually on the front line, you gonna be one of the ones that get pulled into the booby trap. For real. Let's go.
Containing these dyes require a warning label in Europe that states it may cause adverse effects on activity and detention in children, and they have been linked to cancer and disruptions in the immune system. This on the screen back here is Gatorade. In the US, they use red 40 and caramel color. In Germany, they don't. They use carrot and sweet potatoes to color their Gatorade. And let's look at cereal. General Mills is definitely playing some tricks on us. They launched a new version of Trix just recently in Australia. It has no dyes. They even advertise that when the US version still does. This is McDonald's French fries.
Hey, man.
In the US, there's
Hey, man. Hey, you know what's crazy though? Hey, you know what's crazy? Look, let me show y'all something. You know what's crazy? Let's go right here. Let me just show y'all this real quick. Look at this. You know how we was talking about?
And the ad agency says that
You know how we was talking about experiments, right? See, in order for them to get away with what they're doing, they're telling humanity what they're doing. This is when they be like, there's a pandemic coming. How would you know a pandemic is coming, Bill Gates? How would you know that, CDC? Unless you planning it. When they say statements like that out loud, that's not a slip of the tongue. That's not a slip. They're telling people that so they can get karmatic debt relieved off of them. They're not telling it like, oh, that slipped out. Nah, they know what they're saying. So it's no slip outs. It's no slip ups with these people. Everything with them is engineered. You see, now look at this. Look at this. Let me show you this. Watch this right here. But people, they caught up on social media. Watch this. You'd be surprised how many people is really out here like this. Watch this.
Knows when you need a new appliance, you want it at the right
Watch this
price.
right here.
And right now is a great
The crowd is gone and nobody is.
Watch this right here.
To answer that question, we set up a hidden camera experiment to see if this woman would stand up at the sound of this tone, simply because everyone else is. You might be thinking you'd never go along with this. Or would you? After just 3 beeps, and without knowing why she's doing it, this woman is now conforming perfectly to the group.
Look at her. Look at her.
But what happens if we take the group away?
The lane, please.
Look at her. Look at her. Now, for the ones who don't know what this clip is about, this clip is showing all these chairs right here was filled with people. But the people that were in these chairs, minus old girl that's in the purple right there. Old girl that's in the purple right there, she's just an innocent person coming in there. All these chairs was filled up with people. But these people are actors. They all got the script. They know what to do. Their role is every time that buzzer go off, everybody stands. So old girl, she walked in there unknowingly, not seeing like it's a scam. So her mind is saying like, should I do what everybody else is doing? Or should I just do my own thing? So after the first couple times she sat down, but the third or fourth time she stood up along with the group. The group. She stood up. It's called the bystanders thing. It's called group mind thinking. It's dangerous. Let me show you how dangerous it is. Watch this. Look at this. Because people be swearing that they just don't do what people tell them. Watch this. Watch this, fam. You're going to see this. Watch this.
The results of this experiment will shock you. In the 1950s, a psychologist created an experiment to reveal...
Let me go back to that.
The results of this experiment will shock you. In the 1950s, a psychologist created an experiment to reveal to what degree a person will change their opinion to conform with the group. A number of volunteers were placed in small groups and they were given the task of correctly matching lines of equal length. Each group member had to say their answer out loud so their answer was publicly known. But what the volunteers didn't know is that they were the only true participants in each group. The other group members were actors. At first, the actors collectively gave the correct answers, but then they were told to deliberately give the incorrect answers to see how that influenced the volunteer. Incredibly, almost 75% of the participants conformed to the group at least once, even though they knew their answer to be wrong. The experiment has since been repeated many times, and it's been found that the larger the group, the larger the chance of conformity. This experiment took place in a different age. Since the invention of the internet, social media, and smartphones, we have unparalleled access into people's lives and opinions. So are we more likely to conform than ever? What do you think? The results...
What do you think? What do you think? Are you likely to conform and go with what everybody else telling you to do around you or showing you to do around you? Or are you your own mind and you know how to think for yourself? Because these are the times right now you're going to have social media. Every weak mind is going to be tested. Every weak mind out there is being tested right now. This is a test. Just like the pandemic. It was a test. I don't know if you heard or not, or you seen it. The CDC announced that whole pandemic was a test. Fam. I seen it on the CDC website myself. It said that it was a test. So then you got to say, these people out here really running scientific tests on the population as guinea pigs. As guinea pigs. Look at this. So when you see some information like this, you say like, is this real? Is this real? Is this real? Look, Tertullian, founding father of the early church. Stay with me. We're talking about, are you your own thinker? Do you know how to critically think yourself? Can you get out of level 1 yourself by choosing not to stay with the groupthink mind? Do you think for yourself? Or do you go with the status quo, what everybody else telling you to do? Or you think for yourself? Do you have reasoning for yourself? Because contrary to popular belief, the first Statue of Liberty was a Muslim Moorish woman. That's the first Statue of Liberty. Right there. And contrary to popular belief, the Americas was not founded on the so-called Christian religion as you know it. Nah, it wasn't founded on a Christian religion as you know it. It was actually founded on Islam. You see? Hear that? They wear the Moorish fez in secret. Who wears the Moorish fez in secret? Who wears the Moorish fez in secret? These people right here. They wear the Moorish fez in secret. What's the secret though? The secret is the Americas. This name right here is actually Al Morocco, Al Maghrib Al Aqsa, the farthest west. This is the secret. But they want to keep the population over here in the Americas, specifically North America. They want you to follow these educated idiots on these podcasts that's sending you off, telling you that you a crayon color that your skin don't match. They telling you that you a black person. You're a black man. You're a black woman. You're black and proud. Yeah, you're black and proud. You calling yourself and identifying yourself with a crayon color that you don't match is crazy. And then you calling these people white people and they skin complexion ain't white. Crazy. Crazy. How you calling these people white people and the color of this paper is white and it ain't the same as them? Yo, what? This is what I'm talking about. Like, this is what people be talking about that think things and we look at things from a critical thinking perspective. And you want something to change. If you really want something to change, fam, you got to open up your own mind and think for yourself. It's cool that you got friends and all that who got their own minds, for sure. But they say, though, birds of a feather flock together. So if you out here getting money, right? Look at it like this. If you out here getting money, why would you associate yourself with a group of people who are always talking about, man, I ain't got no money. I'm just trying to make it. I'm just keeping my head above water. I'm talking about people that's like that. If you got a mentality like you're a winner, you a go-getter, you're a conqueror, you victorious, right? There is no losing because the only L that you taking is a lesson. You're not taking no losses like that to stay down. You're going to take that on the chin, shake it off, and then you're going to learn from it, come back and kill shit. That's what I'm talking about. So with that mentality, you got a victorious conqueror mentality. Why would you want to associate yourself with people that's always talking about losing? Why would you want to associate yourself with somebody that got a mentality like, man, I'm just trying to make it through another day? See, you see, you don't want to, you got to read the 48 Laws of Power. Read that. So why would you want to associate yourself with somebody that's misidentifying as a crayon color that they skin don't match? Ain't no land on this planet called Latin land. It doesn't exist. So therefore, how could it be Latinos out here? Hey, that's crazy. How could it be Hispanics out here if it ain't no place on this planet called Hispanic land, black land, white land? It don't exist. So just like you saying, I'm out here getting money, your mentality is you dealing with facts. You dealing with things that make sense. You balancing the scale out. How can you make it make sense if it don't exist? This right here actually exists. This exists. It's called the scale of the universe, the scale of law. You see that? So either you trying to balance it, because it is, shout out to all the Libras that's out there. We in Libra season right now. Shout out to all the Libras that's out there. If you not trying to balance this scale out in this age of Aquarius, you gonna get left behind. You dead out here. Real life. You really dead out here. You really like a walking zombie out here. For real though. Because birds of a feather flock together. I'm not finna hang around and be around nobody who keep talking about losing. Not talking about that. I'm not finna hang around somebody that's talking about, man, I'm just trying to make it another day. Hey, what are you talking about, fam? You supposed to be thinking about conquering shit. You supposed to be thinking about not just keeping your head, because people say these things and they be like, well, I'm just trying to keep my head above water. What? Fam, I'm backstroking in the water. I'm swimming. I'm having fun. I'm gonna be like Scrooge. Remember that cartoon, DuckTales? When Scrooge was swimming, he backstroking in the. That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about a mentality like that. With everything, though. Even when you down, you ain't really down. That part. That's what I'm talking about. Because winners hang with winners. So why would you want to associate yourself with a crayon color that your skin don't match? That's crazy. Why would you want to do that to yourself? Indian land don't exist either. Where's Indian land? Whole time, where's Pan-Africa land at? Yo, hey, somebody out there tell me, show me on the map, whether it's a round earth or a flat earth. Hey, somebody DM me, show me where Pan-Africa, India, Africa, America, Native America, show me where that's at. Show it to me. Send me a DM of that. Let me get a screenshot of that, and then I'm gonna put it up. Since you vouching for these places that don't exist, I mean, just show it. Send it to me. I'm gonna put it up there. Straight up, I'm gonna put it up there. But I tell you what do exist though. This right here, like if you really want to do like a little, deep dive or something, you can get out of level 1. You can come to level 2 now. You know, you can come to, you see, the level 2, you got the law of 1. You know what I'm saying? You want to come to the law of 1? You really want to start talking about the dark fleet? Huh? You really want to start talking about the ancient builder race? Who you think that was? I'll give you a clue. Who you think built this? Yo. Hey, y'all watched Snowfall before, right? Y'all rock with Snowfall? Remember Franklin was in the car and he was talking to his homeboy, right? And his homeboy was tripping on whatever the little deal he was setting up. Remember that? And Franklin played it cool when he was outside when they was setting up this deal. But when he got in the car, though, he had to bug up on dude like, I built this shit brick by brick. Who you think are the ones that built this? You and I. Our ancient foremothers and forefathers built this brick by brick. It wasn't no so-called black people because the word black was put on people in the 1100s and the 14th through the 1500s. Black is a slave brand. It's not a people. It's not a blood. It's not a race. It's a crayon color. Hey, you know what? I was doing some homeschooling, right, with my babies. Let me show. I'm finna bring y'all into my world for real though, right now. Look, so I'm doing some homeschooling with them. So we start talking about this. I ain't never seen this book before. This is just something that I looked at and like was like, okay, let's go over this real quick, right? Watch this though. This is what we supposed to be learning. This is what I'm saying. Like they want to keep us at a level 1. Disconnected, undisciplined, ignorant, ununified, distracted, right? Because that's how people could be controlled. Look at this. So I'm doing homeschooling with them. And unbeknownst to me, this book come up. Let me throw this on. We need some theme music. Hold up. Let's go ahead and go crazy. Hold up. Let's go ahead and go crazy real quick. So, whole time, I'm not knowing that this book right here had this in the back of the book. You see the book. Where do I water wings? Where do I wear water wings, right? Now look at this. See the age on here? Little baby on there, right? Little baby on there. So you like, I wonder what's in this book. So I'm looking at it. Unbeknownst to me, what's What's in the back of the book, fam? Yeah. What's in the back of now? You see how young this little shouty is, right? See how young he is? He got to be like 5 type. He got to be like 5 years old, right? 4, 5 years old, right? Maybe 6, right? All right. Could be 7. Look at this. Look at this. Words I can read. See, remember, they want to keep us in level 1. They don't want us to graduate. They want us to keep arguing about silly stuff, right? Look, they don't want us to study this language that we speaking. Because if you can control the language, you can control the people. Look what's in the back of this book. Nouns. A noun is a person, place, or thing. Or it's an animal, right? Giving you examples. What's a pronoun? Pronoun is a word that replaces a noun. That's where you get we, them, and all that. You know what I'm saying? Verbs is actions. They're action words. You going fishing, you going riding and whatnot, right? You going hunting and whatnot, right? You going shooting and whatnot, right? Then you come right over here. Ding, 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 ding. What's an adjective? An adjective describes something. Hold up. Look at this. Look at this right here. Hold up. Look at this. Look at this. Adjectives. So something like red, white, yellow, pink, and black. These describe something like this right here. This describes the speaker. Is this telling me what brand this speaker is? Huh? Is it telling me the name of the speaker is called a JVC? No, sir. It's telling me that this speaker is black. It ain't telling me who made it. It ain't telling me where it was made. The speaker right here was made in China. It ain't telling me the model. It ain't telling me nothing. The input, it ain't telling me nothing about it. It's just black is describing it. You see that? You see how they put it right in our face? And this is in a children's book. But see, if you start learning this, the 8 parts of speech, now you got power because you're going to be like, ain't no white people. Ain't no black, brown people. People got names and they got nationalities. So ain't it kind of stupid to keep calling somebody a crayon color, especially if they crayon color don't match the complexion of your skin? Hey, you know it's crazy. I said this today in the shop, right? I said, ain't it wild that people so wrapped up in illusion that people they color coordinate their clothes. Coordinate. On some boomerang type shit. Coordinate. People coordinate they you know what I'm saying, they drip. People coordinate they drip that they finna put on. But they can't coordinate their brain to say, I'm not this color. Yo, man. Yeah. Hey, man. Hey. It's wild out here, G. Yeah. It's wild out here, fam. It is wild out here. Just let that one sink in. Just let that one just sink in. People coordinate they drip they finna put on, but can't coordinate their brain to be on some. I'm not gonna call myself a color that my skin don't even match. But they look at you like something wrong with you for saying that though. But just like I just showed on that Payless demo, right? Like I just showed on that Payless demo. If you put it out there, if you change the name from Payless to Palassi and then put $500 for some shoes, people gonna be like, yeah, I'm gonna get them. I'm gonna get the Birkin bag. Y'all heard about Gucci and all of that. Man, they selling them Birkin bags and all that. It costs $30 to make them bags. $30 to $35. They selling them. How much they selling them bags for? Any one of y'all, please let me know. How much does the average Birkin bag, Chanel bag, Gucci bag, Prada bag, how much of them bags y'all women be paying for? How much them bags going for?
Good day, viewers.
How much them bags cost? How much? Somebody let me know. Can anybody out there let me know? You said you was just talking about this, right? Can anybody let me? How much does the average bag that y'all be buying? How much it costs? Trying to see something real quick. How much them bags cost? Can any one of y'all women up there let me know how much the average price for one of them bags costs? How much they be costing? It said 1,700? Yo. 1,700. You said 2 bands for a Louis bag. Are you serious? 1,700 for a Louis bag. Wow. 1,200, 1,700. Wow. And the crazy part is, that's average? The crazy part is this right here, fam. Them bags, they cost about $30 to make. Y'all. So look at the scam on that right there. You paying $1,200, $1,700 for a bag that really costs $30. A $30 holla. And people still gonna wear it. On God, they still gonna buy it. And then be crying about the black community doesn't have money. Now we got money. We got plenty of bread. You say the duffel bag's going for 30? A 30 ball. Yeah. The duffel bag's going for a 30 ball. You see, our people got the bread. It's just the mindset got to change. The mindset got to change. The mindset has got to change. So, hopefully y'all got something from this beam out. I'm finna move around right now, though. All right? Got some moves to make. Hopefully y'all got something for this beam out, though, man. It's time for us to level up out of level 1. We got to level up out of level 1 right about now. Get out of the tip of the iceberg. We got to start getting off the tip of the iceberg and start diving deeper to the iceberg. Ain't you interested in the Hall of Mirrors? Ain't you interested in the higher realms? The Tibetan Buddhism? Ain't you interested in that? Are you interested in telekinesis and levitation and collective consciousness? Are you interested in these subjects? Are you interested in telepathy? Are you interested in any of this? Are you interested in your ethereal body? Are you interested in the higher mind? Sun gazing? Are you interested in high vibratory organic diets? Are you interested in these things? What about DNA activation? Sacred geometry? Some things like that though. Some things like that though. I don't know. I might do a series on this though. We might cook. Let me know in the comments when I post this up. We might do a series on this, man. Let me know in the comments what you want to do. Let me know what y'all want to do. We might go ahead and teach, man. We might go ahead and teach. So let me know if y'all want me to just go ahead and throw a series together with this. Let me know if y'all want to eat, man. You know what I'm saying? Let me know if y'all really want to cook something. Let me know. Let me know. This book right here, though, let me know in the comments when I post this beam out. When I post it up, let me know if y'all want to cook up. So that image, that picture I was showing y'all, that's in this book right here. Nothing is true. Everything is a lie. All right? I might go ahead and cook a series up, though. But it's all love, though. Each one teach one. I self-law and master. Ain't nothing but love for y'all, man. For real. Real life, though. I'm going to catch y'all more on the next one. Much love.